Hello and welcome. Now, this is a little bit of a strange knife video. It's not really a review, not really a comparison, hasn't been requested, and it's not my entire knife collection. I do have many more knives, but this is just a video to explain basically the best knife I own. Okay, and as a knife collector, as you build up your collection and you you buy more knives, you come to pick one that stands out amongst the rest. Okay, yeah, sure, you might like them all individually, all their little features and things, but I'm talking about a knife in your collection that say is an emergency, or you can only take one knife. Okay, which knife would it be that you'd reach for and leave your home, or just escape somewhere? Okay, this is a collection. It's a substantial little collection. These are just the ones that I kind of do prefer, and I'll go through them. But basically, in amongst all of these knives is one knife I would just grab, take with me, go. Okay, it's a difficult decision, but let's go through it and we'll get some kind of conclusion at the end. Okay, so now a knife. Would I pick the most legal knife? One that emergency situation. Would I pick one in the UK that would obey the laws and things? Would I grab that and take that out? Maybe, but if you needed a tough knife with a strong lock, probably not. So already we can say goodbye to the Spyderco UK PK. Excellent knife, extremely lightweight. However, the blade steel, it's not going to last you more than a couple of weeks, I'd say, and probably even a month. Although it is very, very lightweight and very comfortable, I probably wouldn't reach for this one. But excellent knife nonetheless. That's why it's in this video. Would I pick a Victorinox? Yeah, they're okay. This is my favourite Victorinox probably. It's the original Soldier. It is a Victorinox, not a Wenger. But the steel does get blunt quite easily and would need a touch up. What happens if I can't take my sharpener? Okay, I'm afraid that guy's out the window. And probably the same would go for the Victorinox upgraded version of the Soldier. But mainly due to the serrations and just the usefulness of the steel. But the tool overall, both of them are very useful. But I probably wouldn't reach for that one if I had to shoot out. Would I pick the limited edition collaboration? This one, the Burka Cox collaboration with Voxanzo? Probably not. It's limited edition, and again, it's non-locking. Okay, so I probably wouldn't pick that one, although it is very nice. Would I pick the cutest people friendly knife? This one, the little Spyderco Squeak. Again, it's non-locking. So, although the steel is very good and it's quite comfortable, and it probably as a backup, yeah, it's very useful, excellent knife. But again, I wouldn't reach for this one. Now we are talking about folding knives, just reiterate that. We're not talking about a Whopper fixed blade. Okay, I might do a fixed blade video later, but let's carry on with this. Now, would I pick kind of a cheaper steel knife? You know, something like a Kershaw 1 ton. It's quite beefy, quite heavy, but I do question how long the steel would last, how long the edge would. And is it really comfortable? Could I be using this for a long amount of time? Probably not. Am I looking for something that's got a quick deployment mechanism, like this other Kershaw, the OD2? Maybe. How long will that mechanism last for though? How long? And I do question the size of the blade on there as well. But very useful knife. Not my most favourite though. Okay, do I pick another collaboration knife that's also quite people friendly? Probably not. I do question safety of whether that blade's going to chop my finger off. However, good steel, nice knife. Okay, now do I pick some legendary knife that has been tested and proven to be incredible? It's very good, but will it wear my hands down over time? And I do question the steel. Very good knife. Likewise, the other legendary knife here, the Rat 1. So Spyderco Tenacious and Ontario Rat 1. Both very good knives. A bit too heavy for my liking. I do question the steel. When I say question the steel, I just talk about how long the edge is going to last and whether it can perform a lot of cutting and whether it's not going to fail on me. Do I pick my most prettiest knife? In my opinion, Spyderco Sage 1 with a carbon fibre laminate. Very good steel, nice lock. It's a tough one. I do question the ergonomics a little bit. How long can I hold this for? And is that pocket clip going to annoy me after a while? I don't know. Probably would reach for this one, but it looks more like an EDC blade to me. That blade shape. Very useful though. Excellent knife. I wouldn't pick this one. Okay. So we're down to these then, it seems. These, I think you'll probably agree, are pretty epic knives in the knife community. What more can I say about the Spyderco Delica? Kind of conceived in the 80s, 90s. Design hasn't changed that much. Yes, it's got the full flat ground. Excellent super steel, the VG10, with a locking mechanism at the back, lock back. It's a tough choice, you know, because that's probably one of the perfect EDC knives, everyday carry knives, and it's light because of those FRN. Speaking of light, its contender, the Benchmade Mini Griptilian. Plenty of jimping all over, decent steel, 154. But they're more everyday carry knives, more little jobs, opening packages, letters, boxes, what have you. So I'm sorry, they're out purely based on their size. Not taking anything away from how they feel and things though, they're both excellent knives. So here we go, these last four. Now, it's a tough decision. I really like the Benchmade Griptilian, I really do. But I do question that steel for long periods of time. I also question the locking mechanism. It's a very fancy locking mechanism, but how simple would it be to fix that? Well, the answer is probably not that simple, as Benchmade themselves say, never take your knife apart, send it to the factory and we'll do it. So they don't want you looking in there. So I'm afraid that has to go, purely because the complication of the locking mechanism. Now we're down to these three. Yes, VG10 is a super steel. Yes, it's very sharp. Yes, it's got high corrosion resistance, more than both of these, the Paramilitary 2 and the Military, because they've got CPM S30V. But again, I'd want something that holds its edge just a little longer rather than sharpness. So I'm sorry, Endura, as comfortable as you are, you're out. Now it's down to these two, and I've got about 20 seconds left. Well, I can safely say I'd definitely pick the Paramilitary 2, just because although you don't have the length of that blade, I think it's more comfortable, it's lighter, and it's got a sweeter locking mechanism. That's just my opinions. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.